Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Out of Boston, and today I'm back for episode number 45 of my Pittsburgh Pirates franchise series here on MLB 17 this show. So we're coming off a World Series loss against the Cleveland Indians, and we are simulating forward into the offseason, I should say. So our contracts with our manager, pitching coach, and farm director have ended, and qualifying offer is 18.7. So no big retirements for us. I do see some big names retiring: Robertson, Gurriel, Verlander, Tulo, Ellsbury, Keon Broxton due to injury. That's too bad. But no one from us. And let's take a look at the coaching staff first. So we need manager, farm director, and hitting coach, I think. Pitching coach, not hitting coach. So I kind of want to just bring back Joe Wilkerson as the manager, if possible. So here he is. And he's looking for quite a bit of money, but, you know, he won a World Series with us, so 3 years. And he wants more than that. How about 3 years, 14 million, 14.2. How about 3 years, 15 million? I'm sure he'd accept that. Pitching coach, obviously want a good pitching coach. There's Henry Hughes. It looks pretty good, but he's looking for a little bit of cash. All right, but I'm going to just invest it. Henry Hughes. 3 years, 3.9 million. And farm director, maybe David Albert, maybe Carlos Everett. This guy looking for 1.3. This guy looking for even more. All right, I'm gonna go with this guy, Tyler Esposito, for 3.9 million. And then we look at our own contracts. So, guys who are free agent. Tanaka is a free agent. We're gonna tender the qualifying offer to him. He's looking for a little south of 20 million a year. He's 32 years old right now, coming off another pretty good year. 3 very good years with us. Jeff Samardzija and Tony Watson are also free agents. I don't think I'm going to qualify either of these. So I just exercised his option. So Watson is back for 3.7 million. That's probably fine, and I'm sure I could trade him if I really wanted to. But let's go back to the managed contracts. So Samardzija's a free agent, and McGee's a free agent. Other than that, we're pretty much going to be able to retain everybody. And we have the team option on Justin Turner. He's coming off a very good year at third base for us. 2.3 wins above replacement. I think I'm going to decline it just because I know I can get him back if I really want him. Yeah, it's looking for pretty similar figure. Velasquez has 3 years of team control left, so we could, let's give him a 2-year deal at 11 million to be, I guess he'll be the closer. So Tanaka is the real question mark. Do we spend the money to re-sign him? Esposito is arbitration eligible now. He's got 4 years of team control left. Let's lock him up at 3 years. 4.5 total. Thames has 1 more year left. I'd like to keep him. It was kind of a down year for him, but I still had a lot of big moments with him in the playoffs. I feel like. Still looking for 3 million for the 1 year. And he'll be a free agent next year. This might be his last year on the team. Not sure what we'll end up doing with him. Oliver Wilson will certainly want back. I don't think he's ARB eligible yet. We can get him for 2 more years. We'll give him what he wants. I don't want him being unhappy due to a low salary. Same thing with Antonio Liriano. Give him 2 years, 2 million. Corey Knievel, arbitration eligible. Give him 2.8. And the rest of these guys I think I'm just going to do off camera since none too important. I'll go over any big moves. Alright, so I think the biggest thing, the only big decision we decided to make was not giving a contract to Jake McGee. Everyone else I'm pretty sure I gave a contract to. We'll simulate forward a couple days and just see. We'll see who doesn't get a contract. Probably the best way to actually look at it. And I think Joe Wilkerson signed back. So we just have Tyler Esposito waiting. We got that pitching coach as well, Henry Hughes and Wilkerson. And let's see. So it's just these guys who remain unsigned, and these are some minor league free agents I'd let go. So Tanaka's really the only one I would feel the need to give a contract to right now. And I think I would like to, if I could, like 3 years. 3 years for 63 million maybe. That's 21 million a year. For 3 more years, we sign on for 3 more years of Tanaka. Probably would rather keep him long-term over Keuchel, who has a couple years left. So we're kind of building around Keuchel, DeGrom, and then Liriano, hopefully Mitch Keller. I think Keller's going to be a part of the rotation. He'll probably take Samardzij's spot. And then we'll keep Keuchel, Tanaka, and DeGrom. If Tanaka re-signs, and he does, Esposito accepts the Nationals offer. So we have to hire another farm director. And this Carlos Everett, I think we could make a good play for. 3 years, $4.2 million. He accepts that. So now it's the last day to make a play for either Turner or Samardzija before free agency, but I'm not going to for either. So now we look at the free agents. Arrieta, Kluber, Archer, some older free agents. Here's Stroman, guy who's not 30 years old yet. It's a pretty good free agent class, though. And there are a few good relievers that we could go after this year, especially Mark Melanson, who coming off a bit of a down year with San Francisco, but still a 92 overall, 36 years old. Looking for $7 million. I'm going to monitor what his offers look like. Giles, looking for even more money. He's only 86. Could definitely go up, though, coming on. Well, he had a couple down years with Houston, a couple more down years. But he's gotten it together lately. And then there's also Josh Fields, who has been decent in the last couple years with LA. It was good a few years back as well. Looking for about $3 million. And then looking around at the rest of it, Avila wouldn't be a bad left-handed catcher to have as a backup over Tyler Stevenson. At first base, Abreu. Abreu's a good option with the bat, but I think we're probably, yeah, Abreu's going to want to play more, and we're pretty good with what we have in Dames. Sign this guy. We'll just have to keep an eye out for the minor league free agents as well. Jared Betts, this guy, sign him. Kyle Walker, maybe. But in terms of actual second baseman, Joe Panic, I don't think anyone I'd really want to dethrone Diego Vina with. He'd really be thinking about trades. Third base, probably just end up going back to Turner. Moustakas, he's been good, but asking for a bit of money. He's at 800 OPS last couple years, though. Frazier was bad last year. Ramirez would be a more low-cost option, but we don't really need to do that kind of thing. So probably just end up going back to Turner. There isn't really a good shortstop available, although I will sign this guy. Another good minor league free agent, Rico Guerrero. Another guy who can play shortstop. So we have a few different shortstops. Cozart is a guy I would have gone after if I didn't have any other options, because he's been there the last couple years. And he's a solid option, even though he doesn't hit quite as well as he does in real life in this franchise. Well, I'll sign a few more minor league free agents. Alright, roster might be full here. I might actually have to move a couple guys. In terms of fourth outfielder, so there are a few different outfield options. So with the fourth outfielder thing, we have Oliver Wilson as a bench bat. He's right-handed, but he can also play left field. And that leads me to think we should probably get a left-handed bat as another outfielder if we were going to sign another outfielder. So Gerard Dyson potentially could be one. Blackman obviously is more of an everyday player. Ben Revere perhaps. Probably would want to play a little bit more. Aaron Hicks. I kind of like. I love his stance. He actually has Oliver Wilson has his stance. So that'd be a little dumb to have two players with the same stance, I guess. David Peralta. But I think I'm going to sign Gerard Dyson instead. And what would he need to... Maybe we'll wait actually on him. But pretty much most of the guys that I want I can wait on, except for Justin Turner. Archer signs. Turner I can even wait on, though, because he has no offers. Looking at the guys that do have offers, Melanson, so I do want to go after him. 1 year, $7 million. That immediately becomes his best offer. And there's also Cueto. Cueto, I would have to, I could sign Cueto and potentially move Keuchel, but then I can maybe package Keuchel for like a third baseman potentially if I wanted to do that instead of getting Turner back. That's one option. Let's take a look at other guys that I have an eye on. Stroman would kind of be nice just because he's a little bit younger than some of my other starters, but he's looking at $14-15 million a year and hasn't really been that great. So I don't really know if that's worth it long term. And it looks like we did end up signing Melanson, so perfect. Giles signs on with the Nationals. Interesting. So we have Melanson and Watson back together now. Turner and Cueto still both have no offers. So I'll probably end up getting one of them. I don't really want to get both. Cueto was looking for about 12 million, Turner 11. So it's really a question, like, I guess it kind of depends what I could trade Keuchel for. Because if I could trade Keuchel for a good third baseman that I like, then, or, you know, Keuchel and something else for a good third baseman that I like, then that's a potential move that I would make. Especially if we got a good young, like, Vlad Guerrero Jr., that would be pretty ballsy move of Toronto to trade him. Donaldson I wanted a while back. Hunter Dozier's 29, but he does have that A potential. Some good hitting ratings, although the vision is really low. Seager, in the last year of his deal, they want just a little bit more for him, but that's one potential match. Some guys who are not under contract. Devers, Rendon. Rendon would be nice. I think we need a left-handed bat though, if anything, which is why Seager would fit. Other third baseman. We also could theoretically move Esposito to third base if we got a shortstop. Jake Lamb, third lefty, doesn't really hit righties well though. Arenado's probably a little bit too much. So this is really the only package, the only team that's offering me any interesting Keuchel deals. And this one is just a little interesting because if I made a move like this, then I could just go after Cueto and Turner and have Cueto replace Keuchel's spot. In the rotation, we still have Liriano, Tanaka, DeGrom, and hopefully Keller there long term with Cueto on like a 1 or 2 year deal. And I mean, another trade would be another trade with the Giants, but we get Britton, who is declining, 33 years old, and he does have a lot of years left on his deal, coming off kind of a, well, he's still pretty good. I guess he was hurt last year. I don't know if that contract's going to become maybe a bit of an albatross. So I don't know if that's such a great idea, but we also get this nice pitching prospect, Matt Reyes, who's only 21 years old, B potential, high K per 9. So I don't think I'm going to do that deal for Britton, but it has inspired me to think of a similar type of trade for another reliever. I have a couple different options here. I could get a year of our oldest Chapman, who's 97 overall, though coming off a down year. Could get a year of Kenley Jansen, both guys big money guys. Could hamper my ability to actually sign Cueto and Turner, which might be something to think about. But the other one that was really interesting was this guy, Barry Boyce, 25 years old, but A potential. And I could also maybe get another pitching prospect. Alright, and this is going to be the deal with Tampa Bay. It's Knievel along with Keuchel for Boyce and 2 other very good prospects. The right fielder, Cedric Walters, who is their other top 50 prospect. I don't really like his hitting ratings, but good speed. And, you know, if nothing else, is an asset. And, like I said, their only other top 50 prospect. I'm pretty sure. I'll double check. But, yeah, Barry Boyce. And then they're out of all the pitching prospects, this guy seems like he could be the most promising. 66 B potential at only 18 years old. So, potentially a fast riser, kind of like an Antonio Liriano. So, we kind of get some prospects for Keuchel. We offload some salary. We don't take any money back, which is nice. And Knievel's spot in the bullpen is going to get taken by Boyce anyway. So this allows us to now go after both Turner and Cueto. And really any other veteran free agents that we think could fill those spots. But probably those two. Braun, not really a high overall anymore. And out of the starters, certainly Cueto is the highest. We need to release some guys from our organization though. So looking at guys to get rid of. We can, of course, get rid of the guys who we did not sign to contracts. Release them. And how about Danny Ortiz, Alex McRae, Edgar Santana, Michael Sochi. I'm just looking at guys who are older. Oops. Angel Sanchez. And now we can go after Turner and Cueto. So Turner, perhaps we'll do the similar sort of thing. 2 year with that 2nd year club option. Actually, we'll do 1 year deal. And I don't know what he wants to be as a role. Probably star. So 1 year, 12 million. We could do 1 year at 11.5, or 1 year 11 maybe. Cueto, we'll do the 2 year thing with the club option, and give him. We'll give him the 24 because he's not going to be the ace. You're going to be in the rotation, my friend. Alright, and we'll see if they sign those deals. Turner accepts. Stroman signs with the Orioles. Keuchel to the Rays. And Cueto accepts. Alright, so that, I think, is pretty much going to fill out our offseason. So we look at what our team's looking like now. It's going to be Tanaka, DeGrom, probably Tanaka in Game 1. Then Cueto, Liriano, and we'll start Watley in the rotation, but it'll be Keller eventually. So we could still use some more relievers, probably. Certainly sign some relievers. We can call up Barrett Boyce. He has not cracked the big leagues yet, so he could be in the minors to start the year and perhaps gets called up late April. And looking at the lineup, pretty much going to be the same lineup that we featured last year. Hopefully guys like Vina and Meadows take further steps forward. Dames, Sanchez, hopefully they keep it up. Sanchez, the power was down last year. Hopefully it bounces back. We also have lots of position player depth with Oliver Wilson, kind of as that super utility guy. Robert Woodson, guy off the bench who can mash. Brought back Castillo and Gillespie, as well as Tyler Stevenson. So I'm going to simulate ahead a little bit. Some guys got claimed off of waivers. I think this is the last day to put guys on the 40-man before the Rule 5 draft. And like Barrett Boyce, we might have to. No, we don't even have to, but I'm going to put him on the... Well, we can't. 40-man must be full. And Mitch Keller actually is eligible. So we're going to have to make some room. Let's remove Jamar Reyes. He might get claimed. Alec Mills. Remove. How about... Can't believe we don't have enough room on this 40-man. Serious? Alright, here we go. Add a Mitch Keller. Betts. Jared Betts probably don't really care about. I think he's a minor league free agent I just signed. Same thing with Rico Guerrero. Aoki, no way he's been in the organization long enough. Along with most of the rest of these guys, I'm sure. Elias Diaz, maybe? Yeah, he is. We don't really need to add him. If he gets claimed, he gets claimed. It's no big deal. Most of these other guys, not really too worried about. Alright, so... Simulate forward. I want to see... Yeah, I want to see which guys maybe get non-tendered. Looking for potential bench bats. Did we get Gerard Dyson? I don't even remember if we signed him. I think we did. I don't know. I guess we did not. And you see Tampa Bay making a play for a bunch of different outfielders here. Maben, Gonzalez, and Peralta. I think Peralta is going to be the guy that I target. Although he probably doesn't really want to just be depth either. Maybe if I give him $3.5 million, he will change his mind. I signed some more minor league guys. Can't sign anyone else because I hit maximum roster capacity again. So now let's make another offer to Peralta. And you won't be playing as much as you would be in Tampa, but you will be making more money, and you'll be playing for a better team. A couple guys got claimed off waivers. Nothing happening here. I think we have the Rule 5 draft coming up. Peralta does accept. That's excellent news. Darvish to the Mariners for Mike Zunino and Mitch Haniger. And let's do the Rule 5 draft. I don't think we're going to have anyone claimed here. Let's see if we find anyone worth taking. So that's overall and potential. And there are some low 70s guys, but they're pretty much all pitchers. Tyler Marlette. This guy is not bad. He's another right-handed bat, though. He's not bad. Could be worth taking that guy. And I think it is worth taking this Tyler Marlette. So I'm going to draft him. I might end up trading Tyler Stevenson as a result, or perhaps they battle it out for that backup catcher spot in spring training. I'm going to skip the selection to end off the Rule 5 draft. And I am looking at needing some pitching depth here. So I'm probably going to make offers for guys like Felix Jorge, 1 year, $600,000. Cody Reed, sure, why not? 1 year, $700,000. Guys who could potentially start out the year in the bullpen and probably get sent down once other guys are ready. As for actual relievers, never really find good depth amongst the relievers. You usually have to pick out starters. I still have Cliff Hinson, who I can use too, so I think I'll probably be good if I just sign those two guys. Jorge Reed accepts the Red Sox offer. So maybe we go with Justin Nicolino, who's actually coming off a good year with Miami. Not a lot of strikeouts though. DeScalfini is who Miami is trying to sign over him. Kendall Graveman. We'll go with Nicolino. 1 year, $570,000. And he takes that. So as for depth with the rest of the roster, I think we're pretty much good. I'm trying to think. Maybe... nah. Maybe Ryan Healy. How about Ryan Healy as a right-handed? We reached our maximum roster capacity. Alright, we're probably good then. So let's simulate for it. I think I'll just simulate to the end of the month of February, some off-season. I don't think anything else is going to happen. We will take one more look at our contracts. No more unsigned players. So let's sim spring training now, and we'll get to the regular season. And I don't care about the lineup quite yet, but let's see how we do. Last year we did pretty well in spring training. This year not nearly as well. Under 500 so far, and we finished 15 and 16. Advanced to the regular season. Not saying that really is a big deal, but opening day is against the Dodgers, so we bring back for the most part the same roster last year. A couple different spots. We have a little bit of a different bullpen. Melanson, Barrett Boyce. Wow, Stanley Marte won playoff MVP despite us losing. So Keller is not going to start the year on the Major League roster. He will probably make his first couple appearances of the year in AAA and then come up. And same thing with Barrett Boyce. So we will have probably Steve Watley in the rotation over Cliff Hinson. Actually, we'll do Hinson. Keep Watley in the bullpen. Nicolino as the long man in the bullpen. Lineups. Wait, let's just make sure. Yeah, Melanson will be the closer. Velasquez and Osuna, the setup guys. That works. And as for the lineup, it's going to be pretty similar to what it was last year. Wow, Sanchez. Why are Sanchez's numbers so much better against righties? That's confusing to me. But Thames, I'm going to bat 5th over Sanchez 6th. We'll pretty much just keep the lineup as it was. Maybe move Meadows up over Vina. Do that against lefties. Wilson in there, not over Polanco. Come on now. Let's get Wilson at DH, Polanco in left, and we'll do like this. Probably, yeah, that's fine. And then no DH. Still want Polanco in there, obviously. Maybe do something like that. So as of right now, it has Tyler Stevenson in AAA. So he's a guy we could trade. He has spent the last couple years with the big league club, is not really stuck as a hitter. We have Marlette right now, who I want to give the chance as the backup catcher. But Stevenson certainly carries trade value. He could certainly be traded for a reliever if it came to it. I guess we could just hold on to him. Probably be the smartest thing to do, just hold on to him for now and see what we might need in the middle of the year. But I had offers for like Brad Brack, Sean Doolittle. His value doesn't appear to be as high now, but could still get a decent offer for him for sure. So, something to keep in mind. But alright, that is going to pretty much do it. So, a pretty quiet offseason for us. I mean, we've made the last 2 World Series, and I want to make major changes to this team. But I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. We add Cueto to the mix in the rotation. And then after that, could be a little bit weak with Liriano and probably Mitch Keller behind him. But hopefully Liriano, you know, if he just does what he did last year, he will be fine as that number 4 starter. And I think the lineup will once again be solid. So hopefully we have a good year. That is going to do it. Let me know what you guys thought of the offseason. Thanks for watching. And I hope you guys did enjoy. As always, I'm out. Peace.